Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So today is a big day. We are planning to go and buy our first truck of our own. So what we need to do, as I understand it, is we head up to the truck dealers here and we're going to go and see what we can buy. Okay, so you can see how much money we've got in the bank here, just over 150,000, so that should be plenty. I think the first one that we were going to buy was a Volvo. They got a nice green one, which is very important to me. I'm assuming you can customize the colours of the trucks and whatever at a later date. But this is what I plan to do, is to pick up this green Volvo. Now you can customize the configuration somewhat. You can, as you see up the top here, there are various icons as to things you can improve. So for example, if I want a different chassis, you can add various things onto there. And the same in the cabin, if I want a globetrotter rather than a sleeper, all these kind of things. But of course you can just come in and add them on later on anyway. There's a bit of an engine upgrade available there, which might be worth us looking at, mind. Put that in there. How much more does that cost? Take that off. Can we do that? Maybe not. I don't know. But it's certainly helpful. You can look on the right hand side there. There's the truck analysis, and it tells you how these things are affecting the truck. So if I had that slight engine upgrade there, that gives me slightly better heavy cargo pulling and slightly better at going up hills, which I guess is useful. Again, maybe if we were to look at a slightly different transmission, that could help. The interior of the cabin, well, I don't think we need to change that. Ah, this is where you can change things. So you can change the paint job. So I could get even greener if I wanted, but I think this is green enough. And then there's various accessories you can add in and out of the truck, but I think we'll just go with the standard one for now. So, how do I go and buy this? So overall, the original price was 114,590. I think I can probably do a little bit better than this. Let's see how much things would be. So I could upgrade, make it a 6-wheeler. That adds, yeah, that's quite expensive to add on. What does that give? That gives me better heavy cargo and better uneven terrain. Maybe we'll do that. We've got the money in the bank to do it, so why not, eh? Why not? So what does this upgrade give me compared to the other one? Not a lot. But I'm assuming it's slightly better. So maybe we'll go with it. How about this one? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. A 500 horsepower engine. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with how that is now. Maybe we'll make... Do we have... What interior things do we have here? Hanging items, curtains, a sun visor, windshield set, whatever that is, windshield corner, and a driver's plate. So you can put... Oh, here we go. I can add my name. Cool. Well, there we go. Greenobus Logistics will have its first truck called Greeno. Okay, so that's going to cost me just under 140,000 euros now. But we'll confirm that. All done. We're happy with that. Perfect. So we've bought a truck. So here we are going into my garage where the truck will live. So this is a building that needs a little bit of work, I think. It's fair to say. But yeah, look at that. She's a beauty, isn't she? So I think we're going to be able to pick up some pretty good jobs. This should last us a good while with the upgrades that we've made already, I suppose. So we're going to try and find our first job in the new truck now. So we're obviously at our home base in Leipzig. So we want something that's there ideally. So you'll see here, we don't just have the quick jobs available anymore. There's freight market and there's external contracts. So let's have a little look and see what each of these would give us. So like I say, we need to find something that's based where we are. So if we come up the top, maybe we can search here by Leipzig. So there are some jobs available from Leipzig. We have one here to Karlskrona in Sweden. There's also one to Katowice in Poland. Wrocław. I think we want to take something that's not too heavy. I think that would probably be the smartest idea. We can go all the way to Reims in France. Quite a long one. What else do we have? Some ketchup up to Dusseldorf. Okay, so let's have a little think. Which of these is the best option for us? Maybe if we head over to Katowice, take a forklift with us. That might be a good one. So, how do we take this job? That's the question. I'm not quite sure, but let's try. Let's see where we go. But I guess we have to go and find where this lot is to pick up. So let's follow the map. Get out of our little yard here. Definitely needs a little bit of a tidy up. It's a bit scruffy at the moment. But that'll come in time as we upgrade it, of course. So let's get out on the road and see what we can find. I did notice just to the right of where my location is what appears to be another truck dealer. So what I could do is just quickly on my way, just go and have a quick look at that, see if
turn left.
See if we can pick that up. Sometimes the road won't let you go places, as you can see when those X's are on there.
A new route.
That means you can't pass down that road.
Rerouting.
But we have found a truck dealer here, so that's good to know for future reference. A DAF dealer is in Leipzig, right next door to our yard. So we don't need to know about it just now, but certainly something that will come in useful at some point. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and find this load that we're after. I will be back in a minute. Just approaching the depot where we have to pick up the load. It was only a couple of miles away. One thing that's really noticeable is just how nippy these trucks are without any cargo on the back. So, yeah, you have to be a little bit mindful of what's going on here now. Okay, so I get it now. We've driven to where we pick up the load, and then we take the job. Okay, so we've got a little while to get it there. It's expected sometime between now and 7 AM in Katowice. It's currently 5:40 PM, so that should be okay.
Job done.
So now I need to try and find where the cargo is located and pick it up. Now, I'm guessing I can't get round this way, or can I? Is there a way through? Oh yeah, look, we can get underneath the building here. Go and find where our truck is. So that looks like it just over there. Our little forklifts. So how do we pick this up? Do we kind of reverse up to it, perhaps? Is that the idea? quite sure, but we'll try that. Now, I still haven't quite worked out how reversing works. So, this might take a little while. Okay, so we've managed to reverse into place. So I just have to click a button to attach the trailer. And we can get on the road. So I guess we just come out the way we just came in. A little bit of manoeuvring. Here we go. This doesn't feel too heavy, which is good. So I wanted quite a light load as a first job. Keep it kind of manoeuvrable. I think with the power that I've got in this truck now, with the upgrades I made, it could have gone for something a little heavier perhaps, but plenty of time for that later. So it looks like a beautiful evening in Leipzig so far. Probably going to have a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours of daylight remaining. So we're going to make as much progress as possible. Get out on the road. Hopefully make a nice smooth delivery. So I've manoeuvred my way outside of Leipzig. So we're in the kind of early evening here. It's quite pokey, this truck. I'm quite surprised at just how good the acceleration is. I say it's probably in part due to the fact we've only got 11 tons on the back. There's a lot of heavier loads available out there. But it manoeuvres pretty well. I like the cab, the inside of it. I kind of like that cream upholstery. That looks pretty nice. Obviously, this is going to be our main truck for a good while. I think what will probably happen, we'll use this truck for as long as we can until we're in a position to hire another driver. And then we'll see. Maybe this gets passed on to the other driver and we get an upgrade. Or maybe we just buy them a cheapy truck so they can charge around doing smaller jobs or whatever.
To turn right.
We'll see. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one so far. Hopefully we'll be out on the highway soon. And be able to put our foot down a bit, see what it's got. So, we're making pretty good progress here. We're just around Dresden now. Finally hit the highway. There was a lot of single carriageway road up to this point. Now the sun's setting and we're on the highway. The good thing about it currently, firstly it's not raining, which makes it a lot easier to see. And secondly, when you're driving sort of in the night time, while you can't see so much in front of you, obviously, and you miss all the scenery, you can see what's coming up behind you a lot easier. You get quite a lot of incidents on these motorways where you try and overtake someone and all of a sudden out of nowhere there is a car behind you that you almost crash into, or occasionally do crash into, simply because you can't see them. But as you can see here, when they got their lights on in the dark, you can see them very easily. It looks like we're about to come up to the border now. This will be us leaving Germany and entering Poland. Poland's a country I've spent quite a bit of time in over the years. Not been to Katowice myself. I've been to Warsaw a couple of times. Up to Gdansk and the Tri-City area there. Spent some time in Sopot, which is a very nice kind of resort town. In the Łódź, where I have some family history. A kind of ancient relative, great-great-grandfather, I think. Maybe even great-great-great-grandfather was from Łódź. So it was nice to get there and yeah, sort of complete that bit of my family history, which is nice. Yeah, it's a shame we're not going to see any of the Polish countryside today by the looks of it. It's just around 11 PM. We've got 3.5 hours of the drive left, so we're going to be arriving around 2:30 in the morning. It's a little after midnight, and one thing I am going to have to be a little bit wary of, I think, is the tiredness of my driver. So you can see there the bed on the right hand side, or just above the sat nav, which kind of
Go
indicates
straight on.
how tired he's getting. It's quite full up with that blue colour, and obviously once that gets completely full, I mean, you pretty much have to stop. But the problem I've got is that this needs to be delivered by 7 AM. Now, we're currently scheduled to get there about 2:30 in the morning, which is plenty of time, of course. But if I sleep, that means I sleep for 8 hours. And which would mean I would be late. So I'm hoping that we manage to make it just about through the next couple of hours of driving here without having to stop and ruining our first delivery. So we'll wait and see how that goes. So we're just coming up to a toll booth here by the looks of it. Of course, now we're going to be responsible for our own toll fees, aren't we? So previously our employers have been picking up the bill when we were doing all the quick jobs. But now it's going to be down to us. Hopefully it's not too expensive. Time to find out how much that Polish motorway driver's cost me. Pull up into the toll booth. I don't think it'll be that bad. It wasn't a hugely long drive. I'm pretty sure the roads in this part of the world are a little cheaper than the toll roads in France, for example. Let's see. Let's see how much that's cost me. 11 euros. No problem at all. So we're just entering the city of Katowice. There we go. We have just discovered it. Our first time here. Obviously, we're not going right into the town by the looks of it. We're taking a left here. So let's find where that is. Not particularly well lit round here, so that's a slight problem. As you can see, you can't see anything down that road at all. Just wait for these cars to pass. And down this little road we go. Yeah, 30 km/h limit here, so we'll take it nice and steady. I'm sure there's no police around here, but we don't want to pick up a fine unnecessarily. Looks like a nice smooth delivery of these forklifts. So there we are. And sure, we are not taking on any crazy parking jobs. We are going to play it nice and safe. We don't want to ding the new truck. Okay, here we go. Straighten it up nicely. Another messy lumberyard here. Bits of wood everywhere. They really ought to tidy these places up. You know, it's money lying on the floor as much as anything, isn't it? Here we go. This should be good. There we go. We have completed our first job in our own truck. Awesome. So let's see what we gained out of that. 11,000 euros plus a bunch of other stuff. Plenty of XP. Almost 15,000 euros in total. A job well done. Well, I'm really pleased to have completed that first job in our new truck. I think you'll agree she's a beauty. Yeah. Overall, very, very happy with how things are going. She drives like a dream. It's going to be fun when we get out onto the roads where there's the 90 limits in places like France and Belgium. Because we can really sort of put our foot down and she can definitely handle that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please drop a like on there for me. Helps me get seen by more people, of course. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. Don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed, click on that button. Come and hop on the Greeno truck. There's plenty of room for you all. Just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here with our new truck. Bye for now.